Hey guys, Mike Hansman, owner of Small Arms Pistol Academy. I'll be your host today on a couple accessories, tools, things for doing just basic repair or service to your firearms, things I recommend that are not going to break the bank. That's the biggest thing. There's so much equipment out there, and to know what's good, what's not good, you could spend a fortune trying to figure it out on your own, or you could just go purchase these two things right here. First, I want to talk about this wrench over here. So let me get that other toolkit out of the way. We'll centerize that wrench. All right. So this wrench is really neat. This is just called a Wheeler fat wrench. It's something that I love because it has a torque setting to it. So if you go to mount an optic or something like that, you're going to need to, torque it to the correct settings. Now, you can't just use something you'd use for your car, for a wheel or something. And the reason why is that's foot pounds. These are inch pounds. It's a lot lighter. When you go to do this, you're not, torquing it down and stripping screws, nothing like that. You just need to give it to whatever the manufacturer tells you to. And that's what I love about this wrench right here. You're able to adjust it to whatever that setting is for your inch pounds again, and, torque it in. So let's just give that a shot real quick. I'm going to just move this gun in the way. This is unloaded. All right, I don't want anyone calling me out. The magazine's in it, but you can see the orange piece that's in here. What I'm going to do is just put the screwdriver right on my optic here, and when I start twisting it, you'll see it like slips. And the reason it slipped right there we go, it's a little better. It's hard doing it behind the camera. The reason it actually slips is because it reached whatever that poundage is that it's supposed to be set to. So that wrench is just something that's really neat. You don't over tighten stuff. That's what I love about it. So let's just move that back out of the way, and we're going to slide this. So you can see this is nice, little compact. Again, this is a Wheeler. It's called Delta Series. It's actually for ARs. If you're going to build your own or anything. One of these punches came out of its spot. So I'll just pop that back down. Yeah, so you got all of your punches right there. Drift pins, stuff like that, a little mallet so you can actually tap those, move things around, push things in. It's also great for helping you take different guns apart, which is kind of nice because it does have all the different settings of your punches and stuff down here. If you are actually assembling like an AR lower, this is one of my favorite tools that you can use in here. And down for your actual trigger guard, it can be a pain in the butt. You might have experienced breaking one of the little wings down there or something because you weren't doing it correctly and you were slapping something. Using this, you can just turn that handle and you can actually get your settings in there so that you're just pushing the pin in there without damaging anything because it's putting pressure on both sides, which is really neat. You can also use that tool by switching out the pins down here at the bottom for the correct one, so you can either push it out and replace it. If you want to run an enhanced and you had a standard version, you can push the old one out and then you can switch that around and then you can push the new one in. Other things that I use in here frequently, I'm going to say, is the mallet. That mallet comes in really nice. You do have a polymer tip, which is really nice for hitting some things that you don't really want to scar up. If you want to adjust some optics or something, not an optic, but your iron sights, you can use your mallet, sorry, and you can slap those around too. I also use a sight pusher, so I don't use that as often, but I've had people just ask if they could borrow that real quick at a range, slap it to readjust at 0 on a gun, and it works. So that's what I got as far as accessories go. If you guys have other accessories you'd recommend, I want you guys to drop it down in the comment section, all right? People are always asking what's good, and there's not a lot of info out there for people. So drop it down in the comment. If you've used either of these products before, let us know in the comment section. I appreciate that feedback, guys. Take care.